which NBA are not changing some shots for front and back and changing some shots. And so the other one, up a new one. Hopefully I have with the chicken on my character. But let's see. Our first game is with who, but I'm going to see the first game with a game. I think I got 2 wins and 1 L, I believe. Just yes, I lost 3 results in Boston. Not going to happen. Correct. I beat Timberwolves tie 1-1. Up 2-1. Okay. Apparently I beat Timberwolves for a long time. Series with the results. I wait for some table. My son table. 15-10. And now we have to face the Warriors. But we also have 1-1 win.
Looking good, MP. The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.
Fans, if you're still looking for tickets to any upcoming home game, visit the ticket booth or on the team's website for availability. Don't miss your chance at a free Clippers Spirit poster. All you have to do is be among the first 50,000 fans through the door and our next promotional giveaway game. See you there.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Jimmy Butler.
Over his last 10 games, his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. He looks very confident from deep. There's no doubt he's got the green light to shoot from his coaching staff.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Draymond Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. Then there's Gary Payton II. And it's Hield in at the 2. And for the Clippers, it's Jones at power forward with Zubac at center. Then it's Norman Powell. Then it's James Harden. And it's the chosen one in at the shooting guard position. Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
And it's going to be the Clippers off the tip. Zubac with a screen on Hield. Second chance effort, and Zubac with the lay-in.
Yeah, Zubac knows his job, and that's to do the dirty work, get into the offensive glass.
Outside Hield. Puts it up from 12. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Here's the chosen one. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He talks about the task of facing Jimmy Butler, the fiery wing. Coach said, you can talk about the scouting report all you want with Jimmy, but he brings the extra dimension. Butler has the attitude that is unmatched in the league. The passion of Jimmy Butler in full focus tonight, Brian.
Thanks for that, Allie. Jones finds Zubac. Clock at 6. Zubac with a screen on heel. The chosen one drills it from deep. The chosen one's got 5 now.
Offensively, they've been pretty sharp. 3 for 4 so far.
Outside heel. Takes one from 10 feet. And again, it's Golden State.
Boy, Hield usually does his work on the perimeter. How about that finish inside?
Pass to the chosen one. Driving inside. Rebounded by Hield. The Warriors have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. The shot by Butler, no good. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. This game following their win.
Played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
Here's Butler, following the score by Los Angeles. And here's Hield. He's got 6. That one off the back iron and out. Harden against Payton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I'll tell you what, James Harden has got the kind of frame that he can absorb contact and play right through it.
Outside Butler. Pass to Payton. Here's Hield. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. To the left side wing. Here's the chosen one. Jones with a screen on Hield. Hey, puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered. Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career. He'd been in the standoff with the Heat. As they hesitated to extend him at the number he desired, he knew there's going to be someone willing to pay up. And, guys, I'm very interested to see how Butler fits in his new opportunity.
Yeah, we'll continue to track that story. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And the Warriors making a change here. Kuminga's checked in. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Green. And here is Kuminga. Powell pulls it in. The Clippers lead by 7. Here's the chosen one. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And this gives us a chance to check in on the season's best 3-point shooting teams. Warriors, number 1. The Clippers, 4th.
Oh, man, both these teams love the 3-ball. 2 of the best at hitting long-range shots.
That free throw, no good. Well, Doris, the past few seasons, we've seen some teams go all in on star power with little to show for it in the end.
BA, thank you for making this point, because we have seen teams mortgage their future in order to just put a collection of stars together, and it is so rare that it works out or turns into a championship. To me, it's always about balancing out your roster. Yes, you need stars to win in the NBA, but you need the right complementary pieces around those stars to come away with a championship.
Now here's Pajemski. No made baskets yet. The 6-footer, and it's Kuminga getting it to go.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Pass to the chosen one. It's Powell on the wing. He's watched by Kuminga. Jones with a screen on Hield. And it's the chosen one missing.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Butler, good.
This guy making his presence felt. Jimmy Butler, the ultimate competitor.
Pass to the chosen one. Jones with a screen on Hield. Here's the chosen one. It's rebounded by Golden State. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
It was an all-out effort on defense. I mean, they stepped up for one another and helped each other out so well on this end.
We talk about multiple efforts on the defensive end, and I thought, boy, that was good old-fashioned focus, team effort. What a win.
The shot by Pajemski, no good. The Clippers lead by 5. Harden, the pass to Powell. Shoots. Rebounded by Hield.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Hits the trifecta.
Well, Hield, an improving playmaker. The extra pass and sets his teammate up nicely.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in their last game against the Rockets got the job done. He picked up 49 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Great open look there. And now an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. At that time, sets up his teammate.
Outside Hield. Jones against Butler. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Ben Simmons is checked in for Zubac. Eubanks comes in for Jones. Bogdan Bogdanovic checked in for Powell. And it's done in for Harden.
What you love things to your teammates, you need guys like Butler who will do it.
Pass to Bogdanovic. 4-3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And this is why Bogdanovic is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
Now here's Butler. Here's Moody. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's the chosen one. Chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Kuminga. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Kuminga's got 5 now.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. Going with a whole new group out there. Green's checked in for the Warriors. Butler comes in for Peyton. It's Jones at power forward with Zubats at center. Then it's Norman Powell. Then it's James Harden. And it's the chosen one in a two-guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Here's the chosen one. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Yeah, if you allow Zubats positioning near the cup, look out. This is what you can expect.
Now here's Kuminga. His last outing, he had 18 points. Moody from outside. Powell pulls it in. The Clippers lead by 10. Pass to the chosen one. Looking to get back on track. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. 10 points for him. And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. That'll be the second of 4 games total on the road for him.
Jimmy Butler has turned himself into a guy that can pick apart any defense you send in his direction. If he sees an opening, he will send it on time and on target.
On the wing, Jones. Green covering. 6 to shoot. Harden, the pass to the chosen one. No good with the triple.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Kuminga's shot is off.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
The chosen one. Here's Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Here's Butler. And that one comes up a bit short. Los Angeles leading by 12. Pass to the chosen one. Zubats, screen. Here's the chosen one. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Back to Butler. Green with a screen on Powell. Butler into the lane. And it's Butler with the jam.
This guy has got the whole arsenal as a wing. Jimmy Butler can slash to the hoop. He can make jump shots so hard to guard.
Three-pointer, Harden nails it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 9 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's the chosen one. The rebound by Moody. Warriors trail by 13. To the inside. And he throws it down with one hand.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. Here's the chosen one. He's got 10. Three-pointer, no good.
He struggles shooting the rock, yet they're still winning. It's a good thing his teammates have played well.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Butler passes to Green. Green gets up and powers it down.
How easy is it to appreciate the intensity with which Draymond Green plays? Go ahead with power, sir.
Here's the chosen one. Jones sets a screen. Here's the chosen one. Hits the three-pointer. He's got 13.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And so it's Bogdan Bogdanović making things happen for Los Angeles. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Good evening, everybody. Can you guess what we're starting the show with? Wow, you guys are good. Time for the power rankings.
You look at Los Angeles, I mean, they've established themselves as a competitive team. They feel that they can get a win against any opponent there, Shaq.
Well, I don't know if they have the roster makeup to get to the finals or even conference finals. But on any given night, this team is dangerous.
I don't know, Shaq. They look good.
Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Warriors.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game, which I'm sure Coach is reminding them of. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Boy, Bogdan Bogdanović really making a difference here.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
On the floor for the Warriors, we've got Jimmy Butler, Brandon Pajimski out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Green, and it's Payton in at the 3, the small forward. Los Angeles leading by 12. The chosen one, the pass to Powell. Here's the chosen one. Beyond the arc. Drains the triple. The chosen one's got 16 points now.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Hield. Back to Butler. No good. Great D that time from Zubac.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And it's the chosen one missing. Warriors trail by 15. Pass to Green. Green on the attack. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
The chosen one, the pass to Powell. Good D by Payton. Golden State with the ball. Well, Doris, you won't find too many players.
Star in your role. Norman Powell knows my job is to come in and give my team a boost. And this guy comes in thinking score and change the game, and he does just that.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Here's the chosen one. Buries it from 3. The chosen one's got 6 points in the quarter.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Outside Hield. Pass to Payton. Outside Butler. Jones with some nice D.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's Hield. Won't go, and that makes him 5 for 8. The Clippers lead by 12. The chosen one, the pass to Harden. From downtown, and the three-pointer goes. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Jimmy Butler taking it upon himself to get those 3 points back.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Simmons has checked in for Zubac. Eubanks comes in for Jones. Bogdan Bogdanovic checked in for Powell. And it's Dunn in for James Harden. Dunn, pass to the chosen one. Green with the defensive effort.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for the LA Clippers. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. Warriors trail by 12. Outside Payton. It's Podziemski on the wing. Defended by Bogdanovic. And it's Hield missing. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Pass to Payton. Green with a screen on Bogdanovic. Payton against Bogdanovic. Payton passes to Butler. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Los Angeles leading by 15. Here's the chosen one. Fires the 3. That one doesn't drop.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Green's got 6 points.
Yeah, the mid-range can be an effective area for Draymond Green.
And there's the drive, and he gets it to go. And the Clippers lead by 15.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And of course, the season is still young, but a great time to look at our Rookie of the Year list. These are the guys making an immediate impact. What an incredible start to his rookie season. Sitting in the #1 spot right now, but I'm sure this will be an exciting rookie race.
And you know his confidence must be soaring, sitting at the top of this impressive list of young talent.
Well, he has wasted no time making his presence felt, and he's setting a very high standard for this year's rookie class.
Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got his second basket of the night. Los Angeles leading by 13. Dunn outside. Pass to the chosen one. Outside Bogdanovic. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. He's got 16.
You can tell Bogdanovic is in an attacking mindset right now, being aggressive and getting rewarded for it.
To the paint. Here's Kuminga. Kuminga soars in for the slam. Man, he makes it look easy.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it. I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Pass to post. Now here's Moody. Now Kuminga. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Batum is checked in for Los Angeles. Batum sets a screen. And it's the chosen one missing. Warriors trail by 13. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. To the middle. Here's Santos. And the Warriors miss again. The Clippers have gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in the second half. From outside the arc. And it's the chosen one missing. Golden State is gone. Only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's the chosen one. 26 points for him. Sends it home from three-point land. Now Kuminga. The three ball. Counted from distance. Kuminga's got 9 points here in the second half.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And so it's Los Angeles, closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
And
let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been 2 very Nicholas Batum, then it's James Harden, and it's the chosen one in its shooting guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Here's the chosen one. Moody defends.
This is where James Harden's ability to quickly scan the floor and then find the right window to deliver the pass. So good, so good.
Here's Spencer. Down low. Here's Kuminga. Batum pulls it in. On the wing, Harden. Inside, here's Jones. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
Not only is James Harden one of the elite one-on-one players, this guy is an elite passer, and it's on display there.
Outside Moody. Here's Kuminga. Oh, Kuminga, just a menace inside.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Here's the chosen one. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Harden from outside. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Clippers lead by 16.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
To the middle. Kuminga's shot is off. And so it's Bogdanovich with it. He brings it up for the Clippers. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to post. Here's Jackson Davis. Kuminga with it. Back to Jackson Davis. Here's Moody. Lays it up and banks it in.
You know, the assist is the key part of that play. The pace on the bounce pass, perfect.
The chosen one, the pass to Harden. And Los Angeles, another 3.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified.
Group getting ready for the Warriors. Green's checked in for Looney. Payton comes in for Kuminga. Hield's checked in for Moody. And Pajemski subbed in for Santos. Here's Harden. Rebounded by Hield. Hield's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Green. Takes a 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's the chosen one. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Hield. And he drops the first.
Number 12. 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. Warriors trail by 19. Here's Butler, 11 feet out, and he hits it.
This is where Jimmy Butler most comfortable. You allow him into a mid-range jumper and turn the lights out.
Pass to the chosen one. Jones with a screen on Hield. Wing shot on the way. The Clippers rebound.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
And it's the chosen one missing. Golden State is gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Butler against Jones. Butler good.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. Wow. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Clippers.
You know, their ability to protect the ball helped win it for them.
Yeah, it really did. Less turnovers mean you can get more chances to score. All coaches tell you to value every possession.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the chosen one.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Here's Payton. Knocked away.
You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
Zubac screen. Hey, from beyond the arc. The rebound by Payton. And it's the Warriors with the ball. 17-point game. Oh, great D that time from Powell. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Pajemski with it. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the wins. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
And that about wraps it up.
Hey, yo, bad play.
MP got the job done tonight, as usual.
Looking. Wow. Em nói hả em? Tôi nó almost did. I almost did, man. In one single season, I already had 2 61. I'm on it. Korea 4-4. I have 2-1. At the pass, sure, I'm passing for the hill for George. I'm passing out from in man. Korea hadn't something. Như vậy nhé. Ê, còn nó cái không? Phải, nó có... Copy point guard center. How about copy one? Come on, boys. And what you one. Anybody know what I did? Why you covering you? What? On 10 points in one game, mate. That beast. There you go. And the team. Oh my yeah.
Get the popcorn ready. It's game time.
Oh gosh.
It's your world. We just live in.
Don't miss out on the rest of the season. There are still seats left for upcoming Clippers games here at home. Be sure to visit us online or at the ticket booth to learn more. Show your LA pride with the Clippers Spirit Club. To get yours, simply be one of the first 15,000 fans to arrive at our upcoming game.
Coming up next, the Clippers taking on the Pelicans. For Los Angeles, they've been rolling all year, and nobody can seem to slow them down. At home tonight, they're looking for their next victim. Pelicans, Clippers. Tip-off right after this. Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at Los Angeles. They're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up. And, of course, there's the Pelicans. They find themselves in the dregs of the conference.
Yeah, and I think the Clippers, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
Well, look, they've performed to expectation. But I think this team could take it to another level if they get rolling.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, in the guard spots, it'll be Murray and McCollum. Olynyk is out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the 5. And for the Clippers, Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Harden out there with the chosen one. And it's Powell in at the small forward. Here in this stage of the season, Greg, what can struggling teams do to better themselves?
You mean besides make a big trade move? I mean, I think about lineups and schemes. You have to look at what you can control and really establish your identity.
Now here's Murray from past the arc, hands it from downtown.
This speaks to how confident Murphy is. Excellent at recognizing when to take these shots.
Over to the left wing. Screen by Jones. And good, the three-point shot, good from the chosen one.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Murray with it. Jones covering. Murray, the pass to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers grab the miss. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
For New Orleans, their last game, a loss to the Rockets in Houston.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Murray, no good.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Jones with the screen on McCollum. The chosen one's shot is off. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. A big move for the Pelicans this summer, trading for DeJounte Murray, a versatile and durable lead guard who's proven to be one of the best clutch players. His acquisition directly addresses some of the Pelicans' greatest needs. And, guys, I'm very interested to see how this plays out.
You're right. A big piece. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the update. Here's Misi. After the made shot from Norman Powell. To the inside. Misi, that's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Zubac's no good. New Orleans in the lead. Here's McCollum. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. A veteran in the NBA, C.J. McCollum, seems to have adjusted nicely, don't you think, to his role as elder statesman.
Kevin, even going back years, I always thought that C.J. McCollum was one of the most consistent guys in the league. Seems like every time he checked the box score, he'd have over 20 points, but never like 40, just every night. Pencil him in, 20 to 30 in those range, 5 or 6 assists, high percentage. This guy is as consistent as they come.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, McCollum is never afraid to get competitive at the arc.
Now here's Powell. Not a lot of room. The chosen one passes to Harden. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
McCollum looking it over. And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Jones is checked in. Now here's Powell. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's the chosen one, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. Now, he's concerned about a lot of things, but in particular, he's worried about how to deal with DeJounte Murray. Coach said he's an opportunist in transition. Everybody's got to get back after a miss, or he'll eat us alive. Sounds like the same thing we've heard from other coaches. Guys?
Thank you, David. Powell, that's good.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Jones against Jones. And a wide-open look for McCollum. A three-pointer off the mark.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Zubac's a screen on McCollum. On the wing, Harden. He's covered by Murray. Harden's shot is off.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And here are the Pelicans now. Harden missing his last shot. Here's McCollum. It's hauled in by Zubac.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
Now here's McCollum. After the miss from the chosen one. Mark, that is his 5th miss in 7 shots.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense. Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
For 3, Murray. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. The chosen one passes to Harden. For the 3. And again for 3.
And each and every game, every year, I'm blown away by his consistency from that range.
Well, you look at him now. He's tied for 2nd most threes in NBA history. I mean, that's mind-boggling.
And the guy he's locked up with, Ray Allen, maybe the smoothest shooter we've ever seen, hit 40% from distance for his career.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And Los Angeles with some changes. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Jones. And it's Bogdanovic in for Norman Powell. Olynyk, a screen on Bogdanovic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
What a smart play by Jones. Staying with his motion and just letting the defense come and foul him.
Dunn, he's checked in for James Harden. And so Jones nails both of them. There's 1:34 left to play in the first quarter. Dunn outside. Clippers moving the ball around. Batum screen on Jones. Here's the chosen one. Off target from 3-point range.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Down against McCollum. Buries it down low. McCollum's got 8. There's a minute left here in the first quarter. The chosen one passes to Simmons. Here's the chosen one. He had 35 points last game out.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Outside, Jones. 35 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to McCollum, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Pelicans making a change here. Austin's checked in.
Number 11, B.J. Austin.
Clippers leading by 4 to the left wing. Dunn passes to the chosen one. Simmons, a screen on Jones. The chosen one. A 3-pointer, no good. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 from 3-point land here in the first quarter. Out to the wing. Fader on the way. Olynyk can't hit.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Clippers lead by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
The chosen one out there with Chris Dunn. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Batum. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. The chosen one passes to Dunn. Pass to the chosen one. To the middle. Batum, good. Batum's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. The chosen one in the last game against the Warriors was phenomenal. He scored 35 points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from 3-point range whenever he could. Showed up once again in what's becoming the norm for him of late. We'll see what he has in store tonight. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. Win or lose, Greg, it's amazing the impact he can have on the game.
Oh, wow! What a great move inside. That is incredible.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. The chosen one's shot is off.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
They set the pick. Alvarado. No good with the triple. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, they're off.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Done outside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Eubanks, he's checked in for Simmons. Derek Jones. It's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. And we'll be right back after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule. You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some.
Speaking of bright, Ernie, can we wear sunglasses on the set? You know, I'm looking at Shaq's head, and it's really, that wax he put on his head, oh my God, it's just glaring in my eyes.
Well, it deflects away the haters like you, Kenny. Glad to know it's working.
You have any extra, Biggin?
You don't need it, Ernie. You always shine.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Clippers.
Bench mob. They've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
That depth also critical to staying out of foul trouble. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Look at the chosen one. He's been playing really well.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Great to see him playing up to his full potential. This will do so much for his confidence.
So for New Orleans right now, in the guard spots, it'll be Murray and McCollum. Trey Murphy is out there with Olynyk, and it's Messi in at the 5 down low. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
Here's McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
Well, and they have to just keep feeding C.J. McCollum. He is on a heater.
The chosen one passes to Zubac. Here's the chosen one. Zubac, a screen on McCollum. They get it again. And it's Zubac with the extra effort. And the Clippers lead by 18.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Murray with it. Jones covering. Looking to end his cold spell. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And we've seen Stan DeJounte Murray prove for years that he is a 20-point player.
Yeah, and Kevin, he can score as a point guard or he can be off the ball. But the best thing about DeJounte Murray, he is a great two-way player, one of the best guard defenders we have in this league.
McCollum, no good.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Pass to the chosen one. Puts up a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. The chosen one's got 20.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Clippers making a change here. Dunn's checked in. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
And you look at McCollum. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Murray looking around. Back to Olynyk. And Dunn over to help. New Orleans moving the ball around. Pass to McCollum. Launches it from deep. New Orleans with a fresh shot clock. Messi's shot is good.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Jones, no one around him. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And he's capable of turning it up on offense. When McCollum catches fire, this is a guy that can get uber aggressive.
Done outside. Zubats a screen on McCollum. They grab their own miss. Kicks it out to Jones. Three-pointer. Pelicans pull it in. Pass to McCollum. Takes a three. Buries it from three-point range. McCollum's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Zubats a screen on McCollum. The chosen one. Zubats kicks to Powell. Good on the triple. Powell's got 15 points.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Here's McCollum. And he lays it straight in.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Simmons checked in for Zubats. Batum comes in for Jones. And it's Bogdanovich in for Powell. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA's 65 games requirement for postseason awards has drawn some criticism. But Adam Silver says, ultimately, this is about the fans and putting the best product forward. Load management was not working for us. This is having...
DA, thank you.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Pass to McCollum. Back to Alvarado. And Jones has it in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Clippers leading by 21. Screen by Simmons. The chosen one passes to Dunn. Here's the chosen one. Back to Batum. Stolen away. Here's McCollum. Excellent D that time from the chosen one. And Los Angeles guys shooting it beautifully here in the third. 56% from the field. Fires from deep. And Jones pulls it down.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Alvarado. Back to Jones. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Pelicans trailed by 19. Now here's Jones. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's the chosen one. Nice spin off the left rim and in. The chosen one's got 15 points in just the second half. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Takes it inside. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. To the paint. Here's Batum. Can't connect from short range. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers taking a 19-point lead into the break. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Right back after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Jones and Zubats make up the 4 and the 5. The chosen one out there with Harden. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And it's Alvarado missing. Los Angeles leading by 19 points. Here's the chosen one. Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's the chosen one. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and the shot goes in.
Well, for him, it hasn't been a big night. With his reputation, they've used him more as a decoy.
Here's Boston. Now Alvarado. And he jams it with authority.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Outside, Jones. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Harden gets the bucket.
And for Harden, finishing through contact is just part of the job description. He gets bodied up almost every time he takes it inside.
Pass to Boston. Outside, Jones. Offline with his 3. Clippers leading by 21. Screen by Jones. Here's the chosen one. No good on the 3. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Pass to Jones. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
A 3 from Bogdanovich. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Bogdanovich clearly a problem from deep.
New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Now Alvarado. Inside. Kicks it out to Jones. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And Jones showing you his basketball IQ there. Knows exactly when to shoot off the catch.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Here's the chosen one. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 7th assist in the game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Thanks to the chosen one. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Now here's Jones. Here's the screen. 5 on the clock. Fires top of the key. The chosen one with the rebound. The chosen one's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Out left to the wing. The 3 from Bogdanovich. Here's Zubac. Boston grabs the miss. For New Orleans, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this 4th quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
Well, they've really...
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps.
one last game playing D. I went to block my kids. Thank you for that.
Great win tonight, MP.
Up next is, hey, I'm coming. Go again. First time in season.
I gotta get up early tomorrow. Wait in line for some barbecue. No overtime tonight, okay?
Objects in motion stay in motion as long as they win.
Last game played D.
To a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing up, using or language entering the park or play. Spectators engaging in any such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff members. Thank you. Don't forget about Captain T-shirt Day. The first 10,000 fans will get to show their pride with a limited edition D-Town Crew T-shirt. Be sure to get here early. We want your time in the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word Mavericks along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our de-escalation team will respond immediately.
Coming right up, the Mavericks taking on the Clippers. For Dallas, a stellar year has put them at the top of the Western Conference. First place doesn't come easy. They've worked for it. Clippers, Mavs, tip-off coming right up.
This for my city, this for the top, this for the win, this for the win, this for the crown, this for the crown, this for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them, I got them all holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city, this for my city. We thank you for coming, we thank you for coming.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. And as we are about to turn over the calendar, these are the rookies who are set to dominate the league for years to come. Let's look at the rookie race. What an incredible start to his rookie season. Sitting in the #1 spot right now, but I'm sure this will be an exciting rookie race.
And you know his confidence must be soaring, sitting at the top of this impressive list of young talent.
And that's no small achievement. I mean, even early on like this. I think it shows you how well he fits into playing at this level.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Then it's James Harden. Then there's Ivica Zubac. And it's the chosen one in at the shooting guard position. And for the Mavericks, they've got Klay Thompson, PJ Washington out there with Davis. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Lively in at the 5 down low. And Grant, by now, many of the questions we had coming into the season have been answered.
Oh, no question, B.A. But it's still a long way to go. We know how much can change over the course of a season, so I wouldn't be surprised if a contender or two has yet to emerge.
On target from range.
You know, Leonard, very effective from downtown. That wasn't always the case. He's really worked to become a laser from 3.
Washington outside. Here's Irving. Lively with a screen on Harden. To the inside. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Harden, the pass to the chosen one. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to the chosen one. Outside Harden. Over Irving. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. Taking a look at Dallas. They're still the top team in this league, sitting at number 1.
Well, I think for the Clippers, they've lived up to the expectations to this point. They've played well as a team, feeling confident and looking to advance.
Let's send it to Allie LaForce, who caught up with head coach Jason Kidd. Allie?
I asked him how they'll approach the matchup against James Harden. Coach told me, well, James is at his best going to the rim and operating behind the three-point line, so we want to try and force him to work in that in-between area as best as we can. They'll be following the analytics with that defensive strategy, BA.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Davis. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest.
Those long arms of AD help him on jumpers. He pretty much can't get to a shot because he's so long and extends on it.
Here's the chosen one. Hey, expanding his range. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks, guys. Lacking a three-point shooting abandoned them in the finals. The Mavericks have addressed that shortcoming in a major way, acquiring one of the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson. Klay is eager for a fresh start and an opportunity, I'm told, to add another ring to his championship resume. This should be a match made in heaven.
Without a doubt. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Irving, the pass to Lively. Back to Irving. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Now here's Davis. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
Impacting both sides of the floor. 4 steals showing the work he did defensively.
Creating separation using the bounce. That's a skill that AD's developed over the years.
Here's the chosen one. He had 31 in the win against New Orleans. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Irving finds Davis. Irving against Harden. And a nice finish on the layup.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Harden, the pass to Powell. Here's the chosen one. Zubac, screen to the paint. It's stolen by Lively. 20 feet out. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And it's the chosen one missing.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
And it's Irving missing. And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. Here's the chosen one. They get it back. Outside for Harden. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Davis goes in. Down low. Out to Thompson. Davis with a screen on Harden. Irving for 3. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
It sure was textbook, and Irving is fantastic in the screen roll. A solid decision maker in these sets, and he also can put it in the basket himself if he needs to.
Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
And he makes the first.
You know, when you talk Kawhi Leonard, you start with his defense, and I don't know if there's a better wing defender around.
Marshall, he's checked in for Dallas. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Simmons is checked in for Zubac. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's going to talk it over with his guys. This game against Los Angeles here, their first look at the Clippers.
The team they beat in round 1 of the playoffs last season. Now, those guys will be looking for some serious payback.
Added incentive in a game like this. I mean, they've got to be ready to rise up to that challenge.
Now here's Washington. 9 points for him in his last game. Lively against Simmons. Irving for 3. The chosen one grabs a board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And an always enthusiastic presence in the crowd. Mark Cuban's here tonight, enjoying what he's seeing so far.
And maybe more than any owner in the league, Cuban wears his...
Bogdanovich comes in for Powell.
Rim running, shot blocking, rebounding, Lively, elite in all 3 categories.
Dallas shooting their first free throws here for the night. And Lively drops them both. Clippers trail by 3. Here's the chosen one. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
That one drops for him.
Even though he does most of his damage along the perimeter, Thompson can also dial it up inside.
Here's Bogdanovich after the basket by Dallas. Here's the chosen one. And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting a while for that one.
Just 2 for 8 here in the early going. Maybe that bucket will help him build a little momentum and some confidence.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in their last game against the Pelicans really lit up the floor. He contributed 31 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? And he was clearly the best player on the floor, doing everything he could. Can he get it done again? We'll see, BA.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, BA. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Here's the chosen one. He's got 5. There's a screen. Plenty of space. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. The chosen one's got 7 points in the game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And the basket is good. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Yeah, this part of the game is coming back for Kyrie. It's always been there, but he's showing more of it now.
Here's Jones, and the Clippers again with a bucket.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Irving, the pass to Marshall. Washington outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, he's a stretch 4 now with a dangerous outside shot. Washington loves letting that one fly from there.
Here's the chosen one. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. 10 points for him.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Left side Irving to the inside. Thompson got it. 2 for 5 now.
As his career has developed, Clay has added this to his arsenal, becoming more than just a shooter.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Bogdanovich with it. No points so far. Here's the chosen one. Off target from 3-point range. Marshall inside. Outside for Irving. It could go. And it goes! He gets it! Wow!
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team. And
no shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Dallas on top, leading by 9. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. Kawhi Leonard out there with Drew Eubanks. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then there's Chris Dunn. And it's the chosen one in at the 2. Here's Dunn. And he banks in the layup.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Pass to Marshall. Out to the wing. Now Irving. And he converts the layup. Irving's got 15 points.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handle. And that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league. Explosive move by Kawhi at the rim. The defense had no answer there.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Marshall, defended by Bogdanovic. 6 on the shot clock. Gafford the screen. Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
And out of bounds, Dallas will have it. So for Dallas, Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. And it's Thompson in for Prosper. Norman Powell, he's checked in for the Clippers. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Now here's Irving, defended by Dunn. Here's Lively. Pass to Marshall. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, Clark, over the past few seasons, we've seen a historic amount of 20-point-per-game scorers in the league.
And
Mavericks with some changes. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Marshall. Washington comes in for Exum. And it's Dinwiddie in for Kyrie Irving. That one drops. He ties it up.
The scoring ability Harden brings is unique and next level.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. Picked by Bogdanovic. And it's the chosen one missing.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Washington against Harden. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3. Harden's got 13.
He's on a roll in this quarter. The defense better be careful.
To the middle. Oh, AD! An easy target on the lob.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Simmons, the pass to the chosen one. Jones with a screen on Washington, the chosen one. And all around the rim that time before dropping. The chosen one's got 5 points in the quarter. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
Here's Davis, and he dunks it down right as the buzzer sounded. Wow! And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Dallas on top. They're up by 1. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Excuse me.
Greetings all. Halftime is upon us and an entertaining game with the Dallas Mavericks battling away.
Once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of there.
And even when they don't have position, they have guys who will knife in and steal rebounds. Like you're stealing a piece of that cake over there, Kenny.
That's good, too.
And moving along, a metric for that first half. Love me some metrics. Checking out the top performer on each team.
You watch them, they have competing styles, man. But the net effect, at least offensively, is very, very similar.
Pretty crazy how easy it is for these guys to score.
They make it look easy, Ernie. It ain't.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Anthony Davis is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Derek Lively. Then it's Klay Thompson. And it's Irving in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Right side Harden. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Irving for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
The only time he should take a shot like that, shoot around.
Exactly. I mean, that shot is one he shouldn't even think about taking.
Lively passes to Thompson, and here is Irving. Lively with a screen on Powell. Irving for 3. Can't get it to drop.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Out to Leonard. Takes the 3. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got 9 rebounds now. Irving with it. And it's Leonard picking him up. Powell with a steal. Pass to Zubats. Here's the chosen one. Leonard with a screen on Irving. Here's the chosen one. Knocks down the long J. The chosen one's got 18 points in the game.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Adjustments are a part of every game, in every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Kawhi Leonard.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Lively finds Davis. The 3. And that's good. Irving for 3. Irving's got 6 here in the quarter.
We've seen Kyrie do this so many times, precise in the 2-man game. Lethal, too.
Clippers trail by 4. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is. but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
And it's the chosen one missing.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Back to Davis. 5 on the clock. The three is up. The Clippers grab the miss. Pass to Powell. Here's the chosen one. Screen by Leonard. Here's the chosen one. And a miss there on the triple. The Mavericks lead by 4. Irving with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Irving against Leonard. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Operating the pick and roll like a surgeon. What a sequence by Kyrie.
The chosen one. The pass to Zubac. Now Leonard. And Davis with the block. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
And somehow it's become a real struggle at the free throw line. He's lost his way there. I mean, he's not having anywhere near the same success he had there last season.
And Dallas making a change here. Marshall's checked in. And he sinks the second. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Lets a floater go. The rebound by Eubanks. Clippers trail by 5. Pass to the chosen one. Here's the three. Lively grabs a miss. Lively's got 11 rebounds in the game. Inside. Here's Davis. Nice touch by Davis inside.
This is why they feed Davis inside. I mean, they know how much of a beast he is down there, and he eats good.
For 3. The chosen one shot is good. The chosen one's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Outside Davis. Pass to Marshall. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Eubanks, he's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's the chosen one. He's got 21. Back to Coffey. Launches it. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Here's Marshall. Outside Davis. Pass to Thompson. Fires from deep. Oh, and Clay makes that three look so easy.
Love the response from Thompson there. You knew it was going to be about payback for him.
The chosen one. The pass to Zubac. To the paint. Unloads. Ooh, Thompson with the block. Here's Marshall. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game from 12 feet. Oh, Klay Thompson delivers. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Mavericks?
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Pass to Marshall. Down low. The ball's knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Gafford, he's checked in for Dallas. Dinwiddie comes in for Irving. Jones, he's checked in for the Clippers. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Coffey. Thompson, no good.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
And there's 1:45 left in the third. Gets the 3 ball to go.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
A tough finish inside from Davis.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Eubanks the screen. The chosen one. The pass to Eubanks. To the wing on the left. Here's the chosen one. And Los Angeles, another 3.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Dinwiddie passes to Davis. Pass to Marshall. From the arc. It doesn't go for him.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Bogdanovich from long range. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Davis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Gafford against Bogdanovich. Tips it up.
When AD gets going like this, it's almost impossible to slow him down. He's got so many different ways to beat you.
Here's the chosen one. Sinks the tray. The chosen one's got 18 points in just the second half. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. The Clippers on top, up by 2. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason Kidd is mic'd up.
It's not going to be easy. Come on. It's not going to be easy. Let's go. Defense. 1, 2, 3, defense.
Come on, team. Go on. Love more. Keep going. Keep going, yeah. Come on. More. Yes. Thank you.
Substitution here for Dallas. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Davis comes in for Martin. Washington's checked in for Marshall. And it's Thompson in for Exum. Mavericks trail by 13. So, on the floor for the Clippers. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Then it's James Harden. Then there's Ivica Zubac. And it's the chosen one in at shooting guard. Back to Davis. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. Harden's got 4 rebounds now. Powell outside. Pass to the chosen one. Zubac with a screen on Thompson. Here's the chosen one. And the Clippers miss again. The Mavericks shooting pretty well at 45%. And Washington powers it through.
We're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. Got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
Leonard with a screen on Thompson. And it's the chosen one missing. And so Davis will bring it up for the Mavs. Left side Irving. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Irving's got 27.
Tonight has been all about Irving. When he's clicking, his offensive game is devastating.
Here's the chosen one, defended by Thompson. And it's the chosen one missing.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And yep, it's good. Irving's got 14 points now in the second half.
Love watching Irving do his work in there. Kyrie's so good and crafty inside.
1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. Here's the chosen one. From the top of the key, he buries it. The chosen one's got 35. Harden against Irving. Outside Davis. Thompson right side. With the teardrop. And Harden with the block.
Some hard-nosed defense from Harden on that block. That's sure to get the bench fired up.
The chosen one shot is good.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Clippers.
Well, I have to comment on their strong performance tonight at the charity stripe.
And it might have won them the game. The ability to draw fouls and capitalize can be a real difference maker.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You'd love to get an opponent figured out early, and you're going to be seeing them that often.
And all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for the chosen one.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. Timeout called, the Mavericks. 40 seconds left in the fourth. And so it's Dallas with it. Here's Irving. Oh, excellent D there from Harden.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Leonard passes to the chosen one. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Third personal foul.
Taking care of business at the line, leaving this one out of reach.
And this one feels just about over.
Yeah, they'll play it out, but I think it just wasn't meant to be tonight.
Irving against Harden. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time.
Amen. I got an NXT show stream until tomorrow. Maybe Sunday before. Why too? I'm back on the 3 games. So until then, peace, take care. This is how they remember to like, comment, subscribe. And remember guys, don't hate, appreciate.